Hey, Pet Nation. Dr. T here, and sorry, I just worked out, but it gave me clarity of thought, and I thought I'd record something before I lose that thought. So I apologize for the panting here. But today at 3:49 p.m., I officially became a citizen of the United States of America. Went and got my citizenship, and so in essence, I have lived a little bit more than half my life in Canada and the other half here in the States. And it was a bittersweet thing for me. Happy that I am now officially American, in which I can A, vote, and B, feel less like an outsider. As a business owner, running a business in the States, especially at this time and age of everything that's going on, is you kind of feel like an outsider. You feel like, don't get me wrong, as an associate, I was accused of coming in here as a foreigner, taking someone's job. To which I always talk about this to my students and stuff, because right now I am an employer providing income and livelihood to several employees in the States. Now I'm an American doing that. So, but, very proud of that, proud of everything I worked to become an American citizen. And now I can exercise the one right that is due to all Americans, is to vote. But I'm also very proud, and this is the bittersweet part of it, is the bitter of the bittersweet part of it, is that, well, it's bitter and sweet. I'm incredibly proud of my Canadian heritage. I think growing up in Canada as a minority really left an indelible mark on me, because as you'll hear a lot of Canadians talk about, is that we celebrate the differences. And it's something that, having spent half my life here, I can see there's a strong dichotomy between many things. And so I'm very, very proud of my Canadian heritage. I'm very proud that I grew up in a schooling system and a healthcare system that was so heavily subsidized that it led to a better quality of life. And in my personal humble opinion, I think limited fees for education, if not free education, and healthcare available to all are two fundamental things that are, I believe, rights and actually make countries phenomenally great. And so I'm very, very grateful for that, because I'm experienced the exact opposite down here from a healthcare perspective. For all my Canadian friends and family, imagine not being able to get a drug that was prescribed to you because your healthcare insurance won't cover it. I, knock on wood, I can make that sound. Oh, anyways, I digress. But that's happening for me right now. I'm on a statin that is not covered by my healthcare. Thank God I can pay out of pocket and pay for it. I'm in that. I'm very grateful that I'm capable of doing that. But imagine that, and it goes deeper. So I'm very, very proud of my Canadian heritage. I think it formed and shaped me into who I am today, and those values I'm passing on here. And as an American, I'm going to continue to pass those values on here. So I'm very happy about that. But it's interesting, because of all the time to become an American citizen is now. And as scary as I feel, I'm also empowered and driven to make a difference. And I was trying to think about, ever since I became an American citizen, how many? 5 hours ago? I've been struggling to link that to vet med. And I came up with something that, when I started vet med here and I saw the dichotomy on wages and the quality of medicine, I vowed to make it my fundamental goal to change the universe and provide a culture and environment that's really inclusive and well paid, and do the best gosh darn medicine in the area. And I think I've done that. But I wanted to change it for the whole veterinary system. And you come to realize that you can make a ding in the universe, but you can't make a big splash in the universe. You can hope that that ding ripples through the universe and does something good. So I'm going to, as an American, do studying for this test was things that really made me think about things. So a duty as an American is to defend the Constitution and the laws of the land. A right of American citizen is to vote. And those three things hit me. And also, there is freedom of expression, freedom of religion, so many freedoms. It's why the immigrants came to the States, for freedom. And so I'm going to do my gosh darndest to follow the values of the Constitution and take those values and bring them to my little tiny speck in this universe of vet med. And so I'm very empowered that way. But it's very surreal for me right now. Very surreal. But anyways, I thought I'd share that. It's been driving me nuts for 5 hours. No, I've been thinking about this for a while. Passing the test was the big thing to do. But I'm so happy that I did, because I'm an American now. Well, I'm going to create a little logo thing. I always called myself, since 23 years ago, I always called myself the Canadian. Capital C, capital A for Asian. Can-Asian. But I'm going to jokingly say I'm an American Asian, and I put the can in the American Asian. So I'll come up with a little logo for that, and maybe I can show you sometime. But that's it. So happy to be American. And remember, everyone out there, American, Canadian, Ukrainian, Portuguese, anywhere, Japanese, Havanese, Chinese, anywhere, Australianese, remember, everyone, love your pet like they love you unconditionally. Have a great day, eh?